My boyfriend suddenly blocked me on everything and moved halfway across the country, after literally nothing happened, so our 7-year relationship was wasted, but guess what the cat just dragged in? It feels completely unreal. I'm 24, and I have been with this guy since I was 17. A quarter of my life and basically my whole adult life. He is the first and only person I have been with. Nothing happened. We didn't have an argument, we had a great relationship, at least in my opinion. One day we were cuddling on the couch, and the next, I can't get a hold of him. He blocked me on everything. I was so worried at first. My first thoughts were that he was hurt or dead or in a terrible accident. I only learned from a mutual friend that he basically moved halfway across the country. He is still alive, at least. He just doesn't want to talk to me. It's been 3 weeks now. What do I even do? Do I travel after him? I don't even know where to. Do I give him time? I hope I'm not appearing like an overly obsessive girlfriend, but what the heck? 7 years and all for nothing, with no explanation. I need closure, even if it would be, you are ugly, I never loved you. Or I have found somebody else. Anything. Am I expecting too much? I can't just discard 7 years like a used yogurt cup. Maybe I did something wrong, but I don't know what it could be without him telling me. I didn't cheat on him. I have always tried to be kind and caring. I wasn't a financial burden either. I paid for my own things and paid half of everything. I'm trying to think of all the things I could have done wrong. I had a terrible childhood. I was mistreated and still have some scars that show it. Maybe he thought I was ugly from the scars or too depressed and sad at times, but he still could have told me. I would have understood. He and our mutual friend both blocked me now, and I'm not getting any answers. I'm just sad and confused and don't know what to do. 3 weeks might not seem that long, maybe he'll change his mind. I just don't know what to do or how to handle this. Relevant comments. Honestly, all I can say is what the heck? My heart hurts for you, but the mutual friend blocking you as well has thrown up something had to have happened, or that's what Hess saying to people vibes. But really, no amount of cyber stalking him or friends is going to fix this. No amount of begging or all of the things you want to do. If he wanted to give you closure, he would have. And he sucks beyond words for not giving you that. If all was well, the more you chase answers, the crazier you will feel and look, even though you absolutely deserve those answers. I get a therapist immediately and work on rebuilding your life without him. This will do some damage for sure, so I'm serious about therapy. At this point, it feels like no amount of therapy will make me feel okay. It's probably the best advice, but I'm currently in a staring at the wall and just asking myself why phase. I still have my cat to keep me company. She and her butthole in my face are some emotional support at least. I love her, she's the best. It has only been 3 weeks. Maybe things will somehow be okay and he'll come back or decides to talk to me. Something must have happened. I just wish I could help him. Whatever it is. Gambling debt. Even if he had an affair. I just wish I could talk to him. Update 1. Over 4 weeks later, he contacted me again, and we agreed to talk face to face at our place. I'll have to disappoint everyone from the start, no movie-worthy Yakuza or Mafia story. What he told me happened was that he simply panicked and ran away. Apparently I was asking too many questions about the future, if he ever wanted to get married, what he thought about children and so on. I also pushed him a lot to finally finish his degree and get a job. His main source of income is still his parents. He said he just couldn't handle it and saw his life as being over and needed to get away from it all. Then he started blaming his friend who convinced him that he was wasting his 20s on just one girl. That same friend apparently also got him a job, which is why he moved away hundreds of miles. That job didn't work out, and he got fired after a few weeks. I guess that's why he is back now. I asked him why he didn't at least talk to me and how hurt and worried I was. He said that he didn't want to make me cry and that he didn't really want to break up. He wanted to prove that he could succeed at that job and then come back to me. Overall, a lot was said. We talked for over 2 hours, but that's the gist of it. He must have apologized like 100 times, telling me how stupid he was to let his friend influence him. One kindergarten-like logic stuck with me. He said, "We never broke up. I never said that I wanted to break up. We just took a break." In my mind that sounded like, you didn't say uno, we're still together. He basically promised me heaven on earth if we got back together. Breakfast in bed every morning, he'd do all the chores, what have you. He also swore that there was nobody else, that he slept with nobody else. In the end, he asked if he could stay because he hasn't been paid from that job and used all his money and has nowhere else to go. His parents live too far away, and he is on bad terms with that friend who got him the job. I felt a bit bad, but I told him no. I needed to process and think about everything. I did, however, agreed to store some of his boxes to free up his car. So, that's where I'm at now. Sitting alone in my apartment with his boxes. One of them smells really bad, like moldy clothes. Maybe I'll wash those tomorrow for him at least. Now I need to think about what to do with all of this, what to do with myself. Part of me still loves him. We had so many great moments together before that. He helped me through a lot. He helped me get away from my abusive mother and stepfather. He is the man I wanted to marry, maybe have children with. This is only my side of the story, too. I don't know everything he has to go through mentally. I can understand panicking. I don't know. I went no contact with my mother and stepfather and don't have a lot of friends because I'm a bit shy and not that outgoing. I don't have a lot of people to talk to about this. So I have appreciated all your help, guys. Update 2. I thought about everything and won't be getting back together with him. The most important argument for me was, what if it happens again? 10 years from now, after we're married or had children? I wouldn't be able to handle it. And I still don't trust him with everything he said happened, or didn't happen, while he was away. I will figure something out with the boxes and everything else that needs to be handled, and I'll try to set clear boundaries when talking to him in the future. He isn't all horrible despite how he acted. He saved me from my stepfather and was there for me in the years after. I owe a lot to him, but I think that also made me accept things and behaviors I shouldn't have. Even before he left.